Hi, welcome to another video on the Beast. This video is pretty big because I'm going to be testing the board here. Now, I just put this board in and not all the screws are in for it. However, there's a few things I want to test before I fire it up. I have tested the power supply, so I may throw that video in with this one. So the first thing I want to try, the beeper continuity. So I know that these are gonna beep here. They don't really matter. These are the diodes for the bias here, and this is the resistor to adjust it. I'll zoom in here a little bit. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna ground the probe here. Can't really see that, but it's grounded. And I'm just gonna test the transistors here to see if the collector of them beeps. So we have no continuity on these collector tabs here, but we have continuity to the screw here, which is ground. So I'm going to test the other side here now. Kind of hard to see the other side, but I'll go through them. That was the casing that I touched. It's this side I'm really worried about because some of these mica insulators have holes in them that line up with the tab holes. These ones are cut especially so that they don't have any holes in them or anything. So the next thing I want to check here is the ohmage between this driver and this driver. It should be around 440 ohms, and in fact it's 447 ohms. That's through these 220 resistors here. When these play, essentially they play into these drivers to go to the speaker output. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check between the outputs of these whether they're grounded or not, if they buzz or not. This is the drive outputs, and the speaker outputs is what I'm checking right now. Okay, all check good. Next thing I'm going to check is the power on the board, if the power is shorting. And you don't hear anything. It's on beeper mode. So that means the plus or minus 80 on the power supply is not shorting. Alright. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to bring you back in when I actually fire it up. So the meter on the right is measuring the positive voltage, and I'm going to turn on the amplifier. There he goes. You can see a 10 volt difference between the right meter and the left meter, which is measuring the negative voltage. And now you can see why. The right channel is actually conducting negative 6 volts, whereas the left channel is exactly 0 volts. You can see it here, 0.001. I'm not sure why the camera stopped recording the audio here, but I had to do a little voiceover for this part. Through testing yesterday, nothing blew up, which is good, but there is a minus 5 volts on the speaker output of the driver board on the left side channel there. There's a 470. I have two 470s bringing it down to ground. I have one meter measuring this is the negative meter after the 1K resistors, pretty much from the power supply here, and this measuring the positive side. This is a free meter here, the Luke here, so I could use this and probe around. And then the oscilloscope is on the outputs and it's set DC coupling. So I'm gonna fire it up here. I'm actually getting negative on the two emitter, the two base resistors here. So the negative is draining more than the positive there. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'll bring you back in next time for hopefully a working board. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Follow me on Twitter at GamerRuns and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you.